Welcome to another episode of CXO Side Chat. We'll delve into the evolving cybersecurity trends and digital innovation landscape within non-banking financial companies. Bhavesh Kumar, Chief Information Security Officer and DPO at SK Finance, an esteemed figure in cybersecurity and IT compliance. His expertise promises to shed light on critical aspects shaping the financial services sector. Hello, Bhavesh. It's a pleasure to have you join us on CXO TV once again.
Hi, good afternoon, Kalpana, and thank you for having me here.
Our pleasure. So, Bhavesh, if you could start with sharing an impactful milestone or success story from your journey in cybersecurity.
I have completed my 2-decade experience in January, and I have seen all industry vertical. Like I started with IT industry, then moved to pharma, then telecom, then consulting for 3-4 years. I worked in Singapore, and now I'm handling a leadership role in a BFSI from last 6 years. And my milestones are concerned like, look, when I joined as a CISO in in my previous company, again NBFC space, I found it's a huge challenge. We have to create everything from scratch. There were some base level policies, procedure were defined, but regulatory pressure, that cyber threat pressure, that's given me lots of challenges, and I successfully created a framework in my first tenure as a CISO. And I moved to another organization, and now I'm in SK Finance from close to 2 years as a CISO and DPO, and I have successfully prevented, many cyber attacks, challenges, nightmares in my last 6 years.
Okay, so how do you perceive the current cybersecurity trends in the financial services sector, and what key measures are being implemented to address the evolving threat landscape?
Okay, so evolving, security threats. So I will give you a little bit background about BFSI or NBFC space law. So NBFC plays a crucial or very critical role in creation of capital in the country. Despite various disruptions like COVID, security threat attacks on various NBFC, ransomware attacks on big organizations, big NBFCs. Despite all these challenges, that close to 30%, digital land space is being covered by NBFC, and this is a huge. So, role of NBFC is quite critical as of now. So, digitization is increasing, role of NBFC increasing, so cyber threat is also increasing on BFSI, entire BFSI sector. RBI, on the other hand, or other regulators are also pushing us to refine, to implement more controls, to take more preventive measure to protect our business interest, our customers' interest, and our investors' interest. So, role of CISO to protect their business interest, customer interest are increasing day by day. Second aspect of your question, like what all key measures, how things are evolving in a new threat landscape. Look, cyber threat are changing every month, but few baseline strategies need to be implemented across the vertical, respective of NBFC or manufacturing and all, to prevent cyber threats. Few things are like we have to prioritize all our cybersecurity assessments. We have to, strengthen the control of remote access, third party, because in our NBFC space we have so many partners, multiple integration with third party apps, API. So third party access to services need to be controlled. One more important aspect is to build cybersecurity capability in the organization. I'm part of many security forums where our security base discuss, and capability crunch in the industry. So in-house development of resources through trainings and different aspects need to be taken care. And last but not the least, that is the awareness program. Because people, user of your organization is the biggest weak link as of now. One bad decision or a bad click can lead to a disaster. So these are some challenges and some strategies we are following in our organization to prevent a daily crisis.
Yeah, absolutely. So that it's not just the external threat, but also internally we have to make sure that our security posture is good enough. Yeah, absolutely. Challenges of ensuring customer data protection and compliance with the data privacy regulations, and what strategies are proving effective in this regard?
Okay, so when we say that data privacy and how NBFC is moving in this privacy protection, data protection space. So, look, India. So, if you will take India in a several brackets, so we have urban pocket where a good amount of big NBFC space are available. Their finance easily available to this metros or big cities. But several Indian pockets continue to experience a lack of accessible and affordable finances. Many traditional banks shy away from depositing their trust in a rural area or semi-urban pocket for their repayment capabilities. So NBFC here plays a critical role to provide the affordable finance, easy accessibility to rural or semi-urban or a small pocket. So even in our SK Finance, we have a huge presence in rural and semi-urban pockets. And a simple process to reach our customer and to deliver that financial services in a core component of our business. And in fact, many NBFC who work in a rural or semi-urban or a small pocket, they do different kind of collaboration nowadays through fintech companies, co-lending space are coming. So data creation and business generation at by NBFC at a rural and semi-urban space is increasing. So our approach is a data-centric approach to protect our customers' data, because we have a multiple source of information. So I will give you certain example. In our rural segment, we have a agriculture and loan segment also. We have a commercial vehicle. In our urban segment, we have a car loan, bike loan. So customer is different. So customer's choice, customer's expectation is totally different. I will give you one example. I was visiting one of our branch location, and their customer came and they want loan assurance in the same day, because they have fixed, like tomorrow their vehicle will be parked there, how much they will start earning money through their commercial vehicle. Everything is planned. So you cannot disappoint your customer. So creation of a business at a rural segment and creation of business at an urban segment, totally different ball game. So we have to think our data protection plan, our privacy plan according to our business segment. So, and as digitization is increasing day by day, protection of this digital information is prime aspect now. RBI is also helping us. They come up with a digital lending guidelines where that encompassing all aspect of protection, regulatory framework, transparency policy. They have guidelines related to technology, data requirement, everything. And all these regulations are with the objective to propel financial innovation, and which is increasing the customer trust. We have seen multiple cybersecurity incidents that lose the customer confidence. But through all these regulations, different, technology implementation, customer communication, it's a confidence is increasing day by day. And now, through this DPDP Act 2023, regulator will have more equipped to enhance customer, rights and customer data protection.
Yeah, sure. So, you were talking about, things different in the urban and the rural areas when it comes to digital lending. We know that digital transformation is impacting different industries. In context of NBFCs, how is digital innovation transforming loan processes, and what benefits and challenges are associated with the integration of technology in lending operations?
So, Kalpana, you remember that at the time of COVID, most digitization takes place.
Yeah.
Now, COVID is a past, but digitization is not going anywhere. And digitization is increasing day by day because that's given a faster pace to our business development, our growth. So, more digitization, more security threat, right? So, organizations has taken a business decision for this, and different innovation in a technology, collaboration with a different partner, integration with a SaaS platform, API platform to increase the digital experience. So when we say digitizing, doesn't mean we have to put lots of technology. No, that should give a customer delight to our end user. Fine. Easy accessibility of the customer. So I will give you one example. Look, my thought process is once 5G will be implemented effectively across India, then those organizations who doesn't have a digital framework in the organization, they will lose the business. They will miss the bus. Because after that, everyone will have some kind of platform available in their handheld device to reach you. So you have to a strategy in place in your organization to cater all those business, all those customers, to entertain all those customers as soon as possible in the best way. For that, digitization is needed.
Right. So it's not digitization; it's now digitalization of business or business model.
Correct. And one more thing. So, as digital framework is needed, so digital risk assessment is also needed to see the all threats, not only related to cybersecurity, related to business threat. How you will do this business. And I'm telling you, RBI is focusing on that in a various sensitization program at CISO level or CTO level. They are now referring all these things. So every industry leader should be ready for all those digitization and threat related to digital transformation. So this is a very important aspect. And we are also ready for that.
Yeah. So I think you're absolutely right. I totally agree that as the customer expectations are evolving, it's all about now implementing customer-centric security measures to build trust and confidence, whether it is loan offerings, and it's all now about transparent communication, with the customers. Even, when it comes to loan offerings, it's also about transparent communication.
Yeah. So, totally agree with you. For transparent communication, RBI is also quite focused on that, like what we are committing to our customer, that should be delivered. And we should not give a wrong commitment. So process is being audited at various levels, like to reach the customer onboarding, how until disbursement. So through customer engagement to till disbursement, and then engagement till their loan life cycle. So if any customer is taking loan for 3 years or 5 years, how you will engage with your customer from very first day and they enter into your branch office or at your premise until the closure of their loan, till NOC is being issued. I will give you. So in our case, we have a hybrid approach. So we have a digital platform also to communicate with our customer. And as I just told you, like we have a good presence at rural or semi-urban pocket or a small pocket. So we have a very large that the chain of our branches. We have close to 550 branches across India. So our physical, connect with our customer is huge. So I have seen that the way people used to come in the banks for a deposit and withdrawal earlier, in our branches we have a good footfall of our customer for loan purpose. So in a rural or a small pocket, we have a physical connect, and for a urban pocket, we have a digital connect. So we have a hybrid approach and everything. Like as I told you that RBI having guidelines for digital lending. So everything should be mentioned in our portal, like in a privacy policy, what kind of data we are storing of our customer. Everything is written over there, and we cannot overcome it. So even RBI has defined like what all data you are collecting, that should be communicated. So before even DPDP, all these things like for our customer rights and their data protection is in the prime focus for even in NBFC. And every entire BFSI have to follow that.
Yeah. So also it is about securing the transaction. So if you could tell us that what security measures you are taking at SK Finance to secure online loan transactions in the digital lending landscape.
Okay, securing loan transaction is a very important aspect because one incident can lead to that loss of customer confidence. So even I will give you even my example. I many times I am never comfortable discussing anything on even on WhatsApp or in mobile. If even I receive a genuine call, in a first instance I disconnect that call. Then I verify on a portal or anything, because I have seen so many incident and some news reporting about all these things. So confidence is less because of this different cyber frauds and all. So in our case, like how that from customer onboarding, their disbursal, this entire transaction, how it should be secured. So we have a set process that is backed by technology and security. So in our organization, we have multiple places. We have multi-factor authentication for our user perspective. We have data encryption in place. We have access control, access binding in place. So at the user level, we have given complete security control, which is prescribed by either RBI or in different regulation or industry best practice. We are using all technology for that. Apart from that, how user is communicating to us, that is equally important. So we are also giving awareness to our user. We send them email or SMS like what we don't ask you, what we will never ask you. So users should not fall in trap like anyone is calling that, like I'm calling you from XYG company and you are the customer, transfer this money. So everything is a complete transparent. We never ask anything in cash. Even these are banks are also, and it's a regulation for across banks and we have across vertical. So whatever regulation is for banks, same is for us. So we sensitize our customer so they should not fall in trap for any kind of fraud. And we also having a channel, a dedicated channel for our customer. Like if anything such they feed, they can communicate to us immediately, and we take immediate action. As far as other aspect, like at the time of onboarding fraud are concerned, we have a dedicated fraud control unit, and we have a technology solution to verify their bank account, what checks they are giving, their credentials. We have also onboarded some bureaus to identify whether customer is fraud or genuine. So complete background verification. So all these things are in place to check the fraud for a onboarding purpose. And if after loan onboarding, for our customer protection point of view, also we have all policies and techniques are in place.
These are additional to the KYC you're telling?
Yeah. KYC is the RBA thing. So that is the base thing. Like we have to start with KYC. Apart from that, we have all these things that are in place.
Okay. So, like you were telling about data encryption, and what are the other technologies that you are using to ensure that whether it is fraud prevention or it is data, customer data protection. So, what all technologies you have implemented?
So, customer data protection point of view. So, we have okay. So now I will start with like our business application. So we have our business application, one of the best business application in India. That's a SaaS model. Our all accesses are related to role-based access. It's being reviewed periodically with a very high frequency. We have also onboarded, integrated with some of our partner. They provide us about fraud data. If any customer is onboarded, we check their data, whether it's lying somewhere in a fraud database, and we also having a due process to identify whether it's some kind of duplicacy there. Because sometimes we have seen like a spelling change in the name, and rest of the data is same. So just to create a fraud on it. So there are various mechanisms are there. Then KYC is there. Then bank verification. We recently have taken a license of AUK KUA, that is from Aadhaar. We have that Aadhaar verification also onboarded in our organization. So various mechanisms are in place. As far as technology for data protection are concerned, we have implemented XDR, we have SOC, we have privileged access management tool, we have DLP. So all required technology are in place in the organization to protect our data.
Yeah, sure. So this whole framework, would say the architecture, it's all integrated. Or the networks talk to each other, kind of. How how it looks like, and considering the security aspect that NBFCs is a kind of a sector which is highly regulated. So how you make sure that the data is flowing seamlessly at the same time, because now when we talk about Gen AI and data analytics, so a lot of data has to talk to each other, flowing from different streams. So and also considering the regulations, how are you dealing with this kind of a scenario?
So data flow and collaboration is the key. We cannot restrict the data flow because that gives the leverage to our business. So data flow on a different platform integration. So we have created a containerization of all our API. Look, data flow in NBFC mostly it happens from one platform to other platform through API. So we have created a container for our data flow at API. At network level, yes, we have implemented our ELS. So a network can be in a controlled environment for all our major location data. Our email solution, we have a O365. We have a DMARC solution to protect our data on our email. We have XDR solution to monitor our all end user devices, and also all these technologies are in place. These days, the API was the weakest link at the front. Look, we have a NOC in place. We have a next-gen firewall. So at network level, at perimeter level, we are secure from last 5-10 years. That's a settled architecture. But because of digitization, this API at API level, that there was the biggest link. But it's the industry as maturing. So we also having a containerization of all our API. So close to 50 to 60 API are in a mid to large segment NBFC, and their protection, their data movement, their all the encryption verification. It's a challenge. So organization will have to create a framework to secure their API environment, and that's needed to run smoothly. And if you will not integrate your API, you will lose the business. Your turnaround time to deliver a customer will become very high, and it will not serve you well.
Yeah, the things are quite complicated with multiple servers, or I would say multi-clouds. No, not
Correct.
that easy. So let's start with our rapid fire round, and
Okay.
I'll be asking some quick
Are you
questions.
giving any kind of goodies to me for that?
Yeah, sure. So you're coming to Delhi, yeah? So we'll catch up, and we'll definitely be giving you the goodies. Okay.
Yeah, please.
So the first question is, in your experience, what is one common misconception about cyber threats that businesses should be aware of?
Cyber threat is a IT problem. That is the biggest misconception. I explain every time to board and top management, it's our organization's problem. Everyone has to contribute in that.
Awesome. So how do you see the level of investment from your organization in digital transformation initiatives in 2024?
Very good, because our growth is very high and our target is quite aggressive. So to achieve that, our organization will have to invest in a digital transformation where that AI ML model need to be created to get the business detail and go ahead. Yes, it's a very aggressive.
Okay. So in terms of budgets, how much budget increase you are witnessing this year? You're planning to have this year. It's in percentage.
I will not give you answer in percentage, but look, when you increase your growth is 30%, 40% year to year, to cater your business, you have to increase accordingly in proportion. Because then number of user in your organization will increase, then number of hardware you have to buy, number of licenses you have to buy. So accordingly, that proportion you can take it. I will not give you any figure.
Sure. The top 3 challenges you faced when attempting to buy or deploy emerging technology over the last 12 months.
So many technologies that are available in the market. That is the biggest problem.
Okay.
Also,
the challenges that you have faced, while
that is thing like which is the best suited technology. That is the biggest thing. So we have to first go for a list. Then we take feedback from industry. Then we go for a POC. And POC is always tiring because 3-4 partners you have to do POC. It's a time consuming thing. That's the biggest challenge to implement any technology. It takes 3 to 9 months at least. But sometimes we want to close this in a certain frame. That is always a challenge.
Okay. So when we say 3 challenges, so you're telling that first is understanding our own requirement.
If you want to say 3 challenges, then that turnaround time of technology identification and implementation. Second is vendor. Vendor is always a challenge because sometimes we also found like a vendor is not equipped, but because of OEM, we started taking onboarding that vendor. And third challenge is cybersecurity is always a challenge.
Yeah. So what are the top 3 critical factors that drive your digital technology investment?
Business expectation. What is risk for us in the for our landscape and all, and how to protect our our organization from ransomware attack. The ransomware is still giving nightmare to even big organization, and you might have heard like last week only a big healthcare organization in USA was nailed down, and even industry has a rumor that they have paid a huge ransom.
Yeah. Though paying ransom is not a very good practice, but if your data is actually on stake, then you don't have any alternative.
So because why people are guessing this like ransom might have paid, because that's a big organization. They recovered in a very shortest time frame. So that's why people have.
But even after paying ransom, I think the risk is still there. Because
so risk is still there. Look, all entire incident response activity you have to conduct despite giving ransom, because else malware is still in your organization, in your network, in your devices. It can reemerge. So entire cleanup activity will have to do whether are you paying ransomware or not.
Right. So what are the top 3 information sources that influence your technology awareness and buying decisions?
Look, I am part of various industry forums, and I used to go as an audience in a many that events happens, big events. Like I used to attend a Gartner, DSCI event, and I'm also sort of running a small group of our, like-minded CXO, especially CTO, CIO, and CISO. So these people are my biggest strength. So
The community learning, yeah.
it's a community running. So that I'm running that community. That's give me a biggest source of information about anything. Like any attacks happens anywhere, I got that information in 24 hours.
Oh, wow. So I would love to be a part of that community.
Sure.
So how's the current IT culture in your organization? That leaders retains the digital delivery responsibility and partners with the CXOs or sponsors, if the leaders has begun to involve in digital delivery activities and taking security decisions. How is it?
Look, leaders, yes, initiatives, responsibility, and accountability leaders. But that the collaboration is a need of our. So we collaborate with the various partner. We have partner in a business delivery for related to technology related to business related to cybersecurity. So yes, we have collaborative model. We have partner to deliver various technology aspect, various support aspect. But yes, accountability always in touch on it.
Okay. So as a CISO, what is your ambition to grow inside your organization?
As of now, I report to MD sir, and I am a part of a senior management group. So as of now, here I don't have any ambition because I am heading my department, and I also have a additional portfolio as a DPO. So I'm handling security as well as privacy. So I'm well placed in my organization as of now.
Fantastic. So lastly, what are the top 5 technology areas where you're increasing likely to or increase investments in? I would say, other words, what could be, what emerging technologies do you believe will significantly impact the future of cybersecurity?
So that is first thing, that is implementation of AI in a security monitoring automation. Look, security monitoring is very important aspect. We have implemented technology, but the use of AI, it's to be more refined. Because that we have various source of alerts. We have SOC, we have DLP, we have JTNA, we have NOC. And then analyzing all this information effectively is a big challenge. As of now, we have technology to analyze all these things, but we are not satisfied. So we need more proactive approach to analyze all these alerts, so prevent that any future cyber risk. That is the biggest thing. Apart from that, look, access control is key to prevent any kind of cyber risk. We have all type of technology in a manage our access, privileged access, normal access. But I would like to see more innovation and technology in a access management side, because still organization having some kind of challenges. Because business demands, like we have some user sales people having handheld device quite remote area. They have to do business there, but what kind of access you can provide them so they can have a smooth access of their application in a secured way? So all these things, sometimes they ask for some kind of relief or some kind of bypassing the technology that we cannot allow. But yes, you have to keep in mind that they have to do business. So we need more innovation in access management. So these two areas I'm looking for in a 24-25 to that.
Okay, so not 5, but these are the 2 important areas.
Look,
okay.
I cannot list down 5 because whenever we go for technology, it's not like we have to buy something. No, what's the risk? Accordingly, we go for the technology hunting. If any risk will come, yes, certainly we'll go for it. Maybe and 5, 6, 10, anything can happen. But as of now, these three risks we can see, and accordingly we are planning to go on that. And one thing, one more point I can add: breach attack simulation.
Yeah.
We are doing that, but we need a more good technology on that simulation part, who can really give us that quality result. That's the thing. This is the third line item where we are focusing as well.
So thank you for answering that last question. And to wrap things up today, it has been a pleasure diving into the critical topics impacting cyber resilience within our ever-evolving financial landscape. And we sincerely extend our heartfelt gratitude to Bhavesh Kumar for sharing his expertise and experiences with us. To our viewers, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and follow #CXO TV News on social media to stay tuned with us for more inspiring conversations. Thank you.
Thank you.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.